problems. So they are also in a search for a micro food. The food that cannot be carried but can be received from cosmic sources, and the best is the sunlight. So this has already created interest, and since I was examined first by NASA-funded universities in Pennsylvania, Thomas Jefferson and UPenn universities, now I have filed my proposals, my centers to NASA, that we have a key to solve this food problem of outer space. We are just retired scientists of NASA are also discussing with us. They are all excited on this. And also, if you want to be on a road to enlightenment, because here, even if you become a non-eater, you are hardly reaching 10% of your brain. Still 90% is to be invoked. Then don't give up barefoot walking. This walking always opens more of your brain. Walking has that advantage because we have 5 toes in the foot. The biggest toe represents the third eye, the pineal gland, endocrine gland, center of the brain. The next toe represents the pituitary, which is now the administrator or governor of the brain. The third toe represents the hypothalamus, which is somewhere in the brain on the left side. This hypothalamus gland has points of hunger and satiety. And the research that is going on somewhere in State University of California suggests that if this is sun charged, man can hibernate. You know, turtle, it hibernates, bear hibernates. There are a lot of species who hibernate, eat once in 6 months or 12 months. Now turtle eats once in 6 months, still lives for 1,000 years. We eat thrice in a day, so we live, even hardly we don't live for 100 years. So eating less increases the lifespan, that even science is heading towards that. Fourth endocrine gland is the thalamus from which our emotions originate. Then amygdala, which helps our eye to attract sunlight. So when you walk barefoot in contact with Mother Earth, these glands get activated because Mother Earth is another powerful source of sun energy. Millions and billions of years, sunlight is falling on Earth. Earth has preserved it, and that is why we get benefit of sun energy when we walk on dirt barefoot. We get lot of benefit. Whenever possible you do it. It's not necessary that you walk in winter. Winter, instead of that, you can do sun gazing. And winter sun is always safe for the whole day because ultraviolet does not suit up more than 2 or 3. So avoid midday. Then sun gazing can be done anytime in winter. Only in summer you should be very careful. So with your barefoot walking, as you go on increasing, from 45 minutes, 50, 55, 1 hour, increase the heat of the sun and of the earth, warmness of the earth, walk. The brain will open out more and more. Whatever supernatural powers are coded in you, you will acquire. What you hear about yogis and great people, you will be able to do it. And by chance, if optimum capacity of the brain is reached, 100%, then that is enlightenment. And so there is one association working here, Edgar Cayce's, at Houston branch and Virginia Beach. They call it ARE, Association for Research on Enlightenment. And they also find that this sun gazing can lead to enlightenment very easily. Even Edgar Cayce has written that in the distant past, our ancestors lived only on sunlight. And so day is not far off when again we will switch over to sunlight only. And science is getting interested, because those who do sun gazing, after few months, if MRI of the brain is taken, you will find that neurons are regenerating. You will find more neurons. So far our belief was that the cells in the brain, the neurons, die as we age. So our memory weakens, our intelligence goes down, our aging process is quicker. In old age we get Alzheimer, Parkinson. But here with sun gazing, neurons are seen to regenerate. They become more active even with your advanced age. So your aging process slows down. You remain younger for more years. So you can save a lot on cosmetics. That is the benefit. Memory sharpens. IQ increases. You have no Alzheimer, Parkinson, paralysis in the old age. This sun gazing is leading to regeneration of neurons because it's a simple reason. We often see sunrise and sunset and get relaxed. Everyone has experienced that sun makes you relaxed. Moment you are relaxed, you are free from tension, and so neurons are regenerating. This is the medical answer. Relaxation of the mind, if you get, then your neurons regenerate. But in this life we have always problems, tension, so neurons die out, and so we have all the problems. So these are the advantages that sun is giving us nowadays. So kindly don't have any question marks for this practice. Just start practicing, be your own testimonial, don't wait for testimonials. A new practice cannot give you many testimonials. When a new order comes, it has all the problems. The person who said, world is round, he was murdered, harassed. World was considered flat, but after that, we say, oh, world is round, sorry for what we did. We apologize, but that man is no more, gone. So, whenever new changes come, they have problems, they face challenges, but this is not a serious thing. After all, first day, only 10 seconds you are looking. Now in 10 seconds, sky will never come down. Don't get scared. Next day, increase a bit. Practice for 15 days. At the most, you will be 1.5 or 2 minutes of sun gazing. Your eye can blink and flicker. It's a normal look, a relaxed look. Though it is called sun gazing, it is a very normal look. Just as you are looking at the TV, you are looking at the sun. That's all, no difference. And if you find comfortable with this practice, you advance, otherwise you can drop out. Be happy. Sun also will be happy with you. No harm. And this is also a costless practice. That is why you must give a fair trial. No master required to teach you. What you call a guru-free practice. What is there to teach you in sun gazing? Is there anything to be taught? Even a child can do it. Just look at the sun, that's all. No workshop, seminar, nothing that required. It's so easy. So guru-free, cost-free, no adverse effect, all the benefits. In market if you go, you are told buy one, get 2 free, 3 free. Now somebody is offering 5 things also free. But here you get everything free, everything free. When you are gazing at the sun, you are thinking about the problems of your life. Sun knows, sun is concerned about you because these thoughts go as signals. So he creates circumstances favorable to you. All your miseries and problems end. So you get everything. And no side effect, all benefits, no license, sanction from government required. You can do it. You can do according to your convenience. Either morning or evening, even regular or irregular. If you are regular, you complete your academic course in time. If you are irregular, you are a bit dull student. You get your degree little late. So those who are in worst climates, they do get results, but little late. We are getting even results from Netherlands. Even in Russia, one sun gazer has come up, he has become a non-eater. Even in Germany, a director of cancer hospital, just imagine a medical expert has become a non-eater by gazing at the sun. A lady in Florida called Vona, somebody in Hawaii. Lot of cases are coming out, but my preaching sun gazing is not to make you non-eater. That is not the purpose. But main purpose is you get the total health very easily. That is mind, body and spirit. That every one of us require. Then when we can go to heaven. We are all dreaming of heaven. But we cannot occupy a place in heaven unless this present body is made heaven-like. We are forgetting the present body. We are unnecessarily wasting our time in so many other things without caring for this body which is a reality. First, let us be in present. See that this body is free from mental illnesses, physical illnesses. And we advance in spiritualism. Spiritualism is so easy. Movement by 3 months, you are mentally healthy. You are not harming anybody, so you are not paining anybody. So no sin is committed by you. The moment you don't pain anybody in thought, word and deed, no sin is committed by you. And so your foundation for spiritualism is laid. Everything else builds upon that. The best thing with sun gazing is, it's an effortless practice. Everything happens in you. You have not to work for that. All good things, whatever you inspire, that happens in you. We are coded with divinity and devilism right from birth. Moment sunlight goes, devil qualities go away, divine things that are inside us, they come to the surface. Even addictions go away by 3.5 months. Addictions are all serious mental disorders, nothing else. Liquor, smoking, drugs, everything goes away. Now such things are happening. This practice is becoming popular all over the world. Make use of available conditions. Do it safely. If not today, tomorrow, you are bound to succeed. There is nothing to lose in that. Only if there is involvement of money, cash payment, then only we have to think. Moment you are in love with the sun, then all planets also will keep quiet. There won't be any adverse effect of planets on you. Those of you who believe in horoscope reading, in bad effect of planets on you, astrology, your love for the sun will liberate you from that. When sun loves you, sun is the boss. So none of the subordinate planets will do any harm to you. They will just keep quiet. See the benefit from all angles. From all angles, sunlight will improve your present life and also life after death. Pineal gland gets enlarged because of sun gazing. That is also seen. Now this pineal, which is in the center of the brain where our soul sits, now science agrees to that also, that we have a soul. As we age, this pineal goes on shrinking. When it collapses, the soul is forced out, so jumps through the eye and death is pronounced. But here the pineal gets enlarged. As pineal gland gets enlarged, Soul is comfortable there. So instead of 100 years, you can live for 200, 300, 400. It can be a way for immortality also. Science is heading towards that. On third eye, to my knowledge, 18,000 people, experts are doing research all over the world. Possibility of telepathy, video conferencing, talking directly just like a phone, flying by themselves, navigation, psychic function, everything is possible through the third eye. So this is the new science that sun gazing has brought in. We have a lot of testimonials. Lot of people are getting cured. Even your bones grow, spinal cord gets stretched up. In Germany, one young man who had 3 fractures in the spinal cord, and medical science could not help him. He just started gazing the sun by lying down and also exposing his back to sunlight. And after a few months, he got his entire spinal cord as a new one. These things are happening. Only thing is, give a free trial without having much questions against it. Be your own testimonial. This is what I want to share with you. I am traveling all over the world. I came to know of this practice from some of the Indian texts. Then this Yoganand's autobiography excited me very much. That if people can live for 52 years sunlight, let me find out. So I made studies from Egyptian culture, Europeans, Native Americans practices, even Brazilian, even Peru. Peru has lot of sun temples. Mexico has pyramids. Native Americans gaze the sun. Their whole community dances looking at the sun. Sun gazing dances of Native Americans has a tremendous science. From that, I designed a practice, experimented on myself. It took 30 years for me to come to a decision. I started reading on the benefits of sun from when I was 25 years of age. When I was 55, I coined a practice, enjoyed. And when I got results, I put it before medical science. I am not a unique person that way. Even now there are people who are living on sunlight for many years, 50 years, 60 years, even there are people. I am the first person to come before medical science and get my body investigated. So first 211 days on water, 95, 96, they examined me. Everything went well. Then a major observation was made on me in 2000-2001 by an international team of doctors, 21 doctors, chaired by Indian Medical Association President, and 411 days I was examined only on water fasting. Everything went well. And then I was invited here. And in 2002, I was investigated by these 2 universities funded by NASA for 130 days. So they agreed these things are possible. Still science has to find many answers. But things are happening. When things happen, when a suggestion, idea, or a practice is reproducible, is repeated easily by masses, and gives the same results, then it is a science. Then it is a science. So sun gazing, sun bathing, drinking sun-charged water has become a science of this millennium. This is what I want to share with you. I leave it to your beliefs. I thank you for giving me an opportunity to present this new science before you. Thank you very much. Any questions for some time? Yes.
Yeah, there are people on Earth though that have looked a lot in the sun at noon other times, and they don't some of them just don't seem to be bothered by it.
No, that is an individual thing. When we talk about general practice, we have to suggest only safe things. Some may not harm themselves in the noon sun, but there are chances that you may get your eye hurt, noon sun. So we can't suggest all those things. So we should, when I speak to masses, it is only the safe thing that I can suggest, where medical science also does not question what I am suggesting. Yes?
I'm curious about what happens to your stomach and your intestines.
Oh, it all remains because our body is 80% water. Nowadays you might have heard about Masaru Emoto, a Japan scientist preaching the benefits of water. So body is 80% water, he says, then why bother for other 20%? Then what you eat also carries more than 50% water. So actually it is the water that is keeping us moving and nothing else. So water is a must, since body is 80% water, and if you drink enough water, nothing will go wrong in your body movements.
Anybody who has questions, I wanted to have you ask them into the microphone, since we're sorry about that.
Thank you for your talk tonight. What about the sun coming up over the hills, those of us who live in kind of a valley situation?
Yeah, those who are surrounded by mountains and are in a valley and you can't see the sun during these safe hours, first hour and last hour, sunrise or sunset, for them, just gaze the reflection of the sun at noon, midday in a pool of fresh water, say tank, well, anything. Even that will give you some benefit. Of course, you can't compare with the sun, but still you do get benefit, so something is better than nothing. Just gauge the reflection of the sun in a pool of still water, say a tank, well, swimming pool, anything, or a big vessel you might be having in which water is stored. And gauge that and do the same practice, you will get the benefit. Yes?
Thank you. I began last September, and I live in the valley. There's been a lot of overcast, and so it's taken me that long to reach 33 minutes. Last September, I had a diagnosis of adrenal burnout, and they told me that if I got well at all, it would take 5 years or so, and I feel terrific today. I feel wonderful, but I didn't know about that I should change the prescription of my glasses, and I wonder, my eyes are the same as they were. I would like very much to change that. Is it?
No, if they are remaining same, then don't. If your eyesight improves and then prescription goes weak, then definitely you must change.
So if I begin changing my prescription now, I can still catch up?
Oh yes, definitely. Why not?
Thank you.
I have two quick questions. One, I was wondering if teeth can be healed as far as cavities. And also I thought I heard before that you also don't need water after this process. Is that possible?
I need water, I don't say, because personally I believe that you must have water. I take plenty of water. I also do take tea, coffee, buttermilk sometimes. But without water you can never go on. That is my belief. Though we hear a lot of people remaining even without water. But personally I don't believe water is a must. And teeth also can get healed, because after all, teeth requires calcium. Calcium gets converted from vitamin D. So when your body gets vitamin D from sunlight, your body automatically manufactures calcium also. So with safe sunbathing, your teeth also can get healed. Yes?
Can we do this one since he's close?
Yeah.
I just began this practice, and I'm up to 4 minutes. I know it's not much. I live in Eugene, which is north of here, and there's a lot of cloud cover there in the winter. And it might be that, I mean, by the time the winter comes again, there can be weeks or even months where the sun isn't there. Is it okay to wait that long? You know,
Yeah,
months?
definitely. Suppose you have completed 10 minutes, for example, and then for few days you are not able to do it, few months even. So when climate becomes perfect and you want to continue, then few days, 8-10 days practice, you reach the last reach period, say start with 1 minute, then go on jumping according to the comfort of your eye. And when you reach that last reach period, say 10 minutes, and if you are comfortable there for a day or two, then start increasing by 10 seconds and everything is okay. So you don't get discouraged. See, the best thing is here you never lose anything. Even if you are there is interval of few days, few months.
I have two questions too. From what you just spoke, if you lived in a climate where there was not a lot of sun, if I understand correctly, you can go out and walk instead of looking at the sun.
Yeah.
There's no sun, you can walk around, right? Is that correct?
Even 45 minutes of your walking on dirt gives you some benefits.
Okay, and the second one is, I want to make sure I get this straight. Is the first hour of sun from the moment the sun comes up over the horizon to that first hour point, any time in there is okay?
Within that time, yes.
Okay.
Within that time.
Quick question too, if I may, just on the walking, you speak of walking in dirt. What
Yeah.
about grass?
No, grass is harmful actually. It depletes your energy. So when you sun gaze, never stand on grass. It's a proven fact. And grass, especially here, has lot of chemicals and also inside. So walking barefoot on grass is definitely harmful. The best thing to walk will be if you have got sea beaches, the sand, the warm sea beach, sea sand is the best. Otherwise, then after river banks, the beaches of river where you have got good sand. Then the third, the dirt that we have here. Even you can make a track in your house if you have got a big lawn. Just remove 200, 300 feet of grass, make a walking track, fill it with good sand. Walk to and fro on that. It solves your problem. Many schools have got for children playgrounds which are full of sand, volleyball fields, baseball fields which are used for practicing it. They also are full of sand. So if you make an attempt, you can definitely get a place to walk.
Hi. Are you saying that if you were to sun gaze every day for 6 months, and then because of cloud cover you couldn't gaze for a few months in the winter, you would not lose the benefits that you...
No, you won't lose that much. You won't lose the benefits. Whenever it is there, as long as your faith on the sun remains, you won't lose anything.
As far as the safe UV factor, is it for your eyes, is it just 2 UV2
Yes,
or
maximum
through?
2. 0 to 2.
Just 2. And then for your body, it's
2 to 5.
5.
Yes,
right?
and this you can ascertain nowadays very easily through internet. Many weather websites are there. Just put your zip code and the time and you get the ultraviolet index of your area at a given time. Then watches are available, wrist watches, $30, $35. And there you will find, suppose you have got watch in your hand. If you are standing here, ultraviolet will be immediately recorded. Then a very cheap thing called UV cards are available, where you keep it in sunlight for 20 seconds. Immediately comes a red strip and stops at a figure 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that will record 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's very easy. And some of the newspapers also are giving hour-to-hour ultraviolet for next 5 days as part of the weather forecast. So nowadays it is very easy to ascertain the ultraviolet index of the sun. Just back.
When you're sun gazing, do you put when you're sun gazing, do you hold your watch here so you can check it for 10 seconds, or do you count?
No, there are timers available. There are timers.
Okay.
Just adjust, they will just warn you. There will be some music coming out every 10 seconds, 20, whatever you adjust. Yeah. No, blind people won't get, they hardly get 10% of what we get because the light doesn't go and reach the brain. They get some energy with closed eyes, but that's the most unfortunate thing because they don't get the benefits that people with good eyes have got. At least they should have something. If they are able to see light, then only they get the benefit.
Now, when you say gazing, do you mean stare directly into?
Yeah, it's just a normal look at the sun. Now you are looking at me, it is gazing. I am looking at you, it is gazing. That's all. When you look at the sun, the photons of energy are caught by the eye automatically and goes to the brain, then to the body. We call it sun gazing. It's a technical word, but actually it's a normal look at the sun. Just as you know, nowadays we have big words. A children's specialist, child specialist doctor is called pediatric doctor. See, we give big names just for attraction, that's all.
For gazing at water, in a tank of water, does it have to be a large body of water?
The reflection of the sun must come, then it's okay. And it should be fresh water, not salt water. Yeah. Avoid sea water. Fresh water is okay.
I had a question about the raw foods. If you keep it in the fridge, does that affect the power of the sun that's in it? If a raw vegetable has been in the refrigerator in the dark and in the cold, does that affect its?
See, vegetables have already stored sun energy for you. By keeping it in the refrigerator, you are actually lessening the energy that they have. So they are already they have harnessed the energy. So keeping vegetables in sunlight will not give more benefit.
Squinting through the eyelash, I notice creates a different effect. Is there something produced differently through that than through the open eye? Through the eyelash, like squinting?
No. Just keep a normal look. Don't do any other exercises. It will give a tension to you. When you have got so simple thing, don't go for all other things.
Let's do this one here.
Why did you say avoid seawater?
Oh, because the reflection from the snow and the sea, salt, because of salt, it's so intense that it harms the eye. Freshwater reflection is not at all harmful.
If you wear glasses, do you take them off?
Yeah, definitely, because ultimate aim is to throw away the glasses. So when you are sun gazing, do it without glasses. If you have got lenses fixed, then no harm because they become part of your eye. Benefits will be little less. But if you are removing the lenses every day, then remove and do it.
I was wondering if there was a sensation that one would get when they're staring at the sun and they've had like enough, like there's a little maybe a tension, or is there some sensation as you begin to stare into the sun that there's a point where there's a turning point and it's besides the one you'd intuitively feel like, oh, I gotta look away? Is there like...
No, it's minor things will differ from person to person depending upon your thinking, fear, faith on sun. It mostly depends on that. But not major differences.
Has the sun changed, or the atmosphere, the changes in the atmosphere, has there been a change?
No, it remains the same. We hear all these stories, but there are cycles which every 10 years they go on changing. Now this ozone layer which was talked so much, what has happened to it now? It's a closed chapter because German scientists are challenging the whole theory. They say actually Earth is cooling down, not warming. So even scientists are also differing among themselves. So don't bother about all those things. Whatever is available, let us make use of it. Yeah.
By simple virtue of the fact that when we look at things outside during the day, we're seeing reflected sunlight at everything that we look at. Wearing sunglasses, wouldn't that diminish?
Definitely, that is what now we learned that. That is why suggestions are coming that only when the sunlight is directly hard hitting your eye when driving and walking 10, 15, 20 minutes, that time only use sunglasses. Rest of the time avoid sunglasses. And those who are using sunglasses morning till evening, 90% of them have got insomnia. This is the reason. Yes.
Yeah, I'd just like to put in that I'm roughly at 30 minutes in the sun gazing. In a very short period of time after I started, I have not worn my sunglasses at all, whereas I used to have to I couldn't go out of the house without them. And I have worn sunglasses for 6 months or more now.
You have to tell your experience, Susie? Yeah. Oh no. Through sun gazing, what are your experiences?
Actually, I really like to hear other people's experiences who have more experience than me. But I live near Eugene, and I've been sun gazing I'm up to 16 minutes. And I noticed a lot of things. I didn't notice anything till 5 minutes, and then I noticed a lot of things, like I experienced a lot of bliss. A lot of people keep telling me I look very healthy and peaceful. I'm very peaceful at my job now, which was extremely stressful. It's still stressful, but I don't feel it. And I lost a lot of fear. The other day, me and my girlfriend jumped out of an airplane, which I used to be scared to do. So at 10,000 feet, we just jumped. But I wasn't scared. She was freaking out in the plane, but I was like, la, 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 la. Let's look at the sun. So let's see what else. I just lost a lot of fear. I thought anger was going away, but there's still some left. But I don't know, I just feel very happy now. I make friends more easily. I'm very outgoing. I used to be shy. And yeah, that's about it.
See what happens when there is no sunlight and cloudy days are there. We all feel depressed. We all run short of energy. We all pass a remark, what a dull day. And moment sunlight comes, every one of us are running here and there. We are happy. We are full of energy. So this shows the effect of light on a human body. But in reality, we are not making its maximum use. That is where we are going wrong. Though we know, because a fear has been inserted in us, that looking at the sun will make you blind and all those things. But now you hear, lot of people are improving their eyesight. They are not at all getting affected. Fear is going. And this is the fundamental thing for our life. A fearless mind is our requirement. And sun energizes your mind, your brain to such an extent that you will become fearless. Then you enjoy your life. A fearless person enjoys his life. A person with fear is more or less a person just living, just for the sake of living.
10-second increments, increasing that beyond 10 seconds, is there dangers?
It's not dangerous. Your eye may not be harmed even if you do 1 minute, 2 minutes every day. You can reach 44 minutes in a week. Many reach there. But no benefits because the brain, being a supercomputer, its wiring inside is so complex, so complicated, so confused than the man-made computer. That should be charged slowly. So brain always says, sun is not a fast food. So if you go fast, you won't get the results. There may not be any harm to your eye, but you won't get the results also. So what is there to hurry up? Be slow. Slow and steady wins the race. Haste makes waste. Go slow. After all, life is a big process. After all, this is 9 months, 10, 11, 12.
In dealing with clouds, is it a legitimate practice to, if you miss a day, to go 20 seconds when the sun comes out, if you miss a day, or?
No. Whenever you are able to do, only increase by 10 seconds. Don't count all those days.
Do you need less sleep now?
Oh, definitely, because since body is full of immunity, energetic, you don't have tiredness. So, hours of sleep also go down. I don't have jet lag also. I travel all over the world. I am giving nearly 250 lectures in a whole year, all over the world. And I never feel tired. I stay at different places. I have no problem to sleep. Otherwise, people, when they change their place, they don't get sleep also. But I am comfortable at every place wherever I go. So your body becomes a perfect, totally controlled with changed circumstances. That is the best part of it, that you never get tired also.
And do you still have to go to the bathroom occasionally?
Oh, definitely. It is there. Because I am taking water, I am taking sometimes tea, coffee. So that is there, yeah.
But just not bowel movements?
No.
No bowel movements.
It has to atrophy then if it's not used.
Pardon?
Large intestine is not used.
No, it is not like that. Gas passes, when you drink water, hydrogen, oxygen get separated. So it works. There are many parts of your body which you are not using after some age. So as long as water is there in your body, nothing goes wrong. Everything functions.
I was fantasizing about what it would be like. I remember you said in a previous lecture that you don't get cold either. Yeah. And I thought, what would it be like if I didn't have to buy groceries? I didn't have to keep a kitchen, and if I didn't have to pay to keep the furnace going, and if I didn't have to have that king-size bed. Life, I couldn't quite imagine.
You would be then traveling in Mars and other planets. One trip requires at least 3 years. So you will qualify yourself for that. Don't imagine that whatever you see today is the limited thing. That is what metaphysics teaches. Cross your vision. There are many things waiting for us which we do not know. Don't think what you are seeing today is the only thing that is available in this world. You have to cross those boundaries, jump out of that, then only you will know what big this world is. That is what metaphysics teaches us, You have to go out of that. So don't bother about other things. Just take care of yourself. What benefits you are going to get, don't think of the world. When computers were coming, everybody thought what will happen. But actually it has created more jobs. Made our work easy, created more jobs. So always we must accept good things coming in. Let us not compare with the present day circumstances that, people will lose this thing, that thing. No, so many new changes will come in this world. Yes. Sunbathing when your body feels warmness, it's just your understanding. If you are comfortable with the warmness of the sun, that warmness will give you all the benefits. Even your arthritis, rheumatism, anything, even at least expose those parts of the body for half an hour, even then you will get cured. Ultraviolet index 2 to 5, not the time. Index of the sun 2 to 5. So just by common judgment you go in the sun, sit. If you feel warm and if you are enjoying, that will help you.
So are we good with questions? You got a question?
On this sunbathing thing. Do you recommend not using suntan lotions and all these?
Oh, definitely. Nowadays, they also tell about these lotions, sunscreens, all. Because when you apply, then perspiration from your body does not go out. So that toxic waste remains in your body and it degenerates. And moreover, the external pressure of sun, because of that, these chemicals also go deep inside your body, and so you get cancer and all those things. It is not that the sun is giving us the cancer, but its wrong use is giving the cancer.
I also heard, and maybe you can talk about this, that part of the reason why people get cancer from the sun is because their cells are unhealthy from eating so much cooked food and toxic things in the environment and in their own body, and that people can be in the sun if they have healthy tissue and don't have those problems. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, sunlight, that is why this from vegetables people are going to organic foods, then live foods like that. The whole thing is sunlight only. Sunlight definitely rejuvenates all parts of your body, cancer and everything. That's why it gets cured.
Okay, anybody got a question?
Relative to sunglasses and salt water, because I do some sailing,
What?
and I do some sailing, and
That time if reflection is so heavy, noon and all, then definitely you use sunglasses. The only thing is the habit that people put on, from morning till evening. Sometimes they even go to bed with sunglasses. That is to be discouraged. Under extraordinary circumstances, you can use it. But don't make it a practice that it is there always. Then it becomes harmful. Yes?
Do you mind telling how young you are?
I am 100 minus 32.
Does anybody have any more questions?
Pardon?
Hats in the sunlight?
Huh.
Hats.
Yeah, if it is intense, definitely you protect yourself. Intense, you must protect when the sunlight is intense. Say noon, midday suns, cover your body. That is definite, no doubt about it. But mild sunlight, expose yourself. Yeah, so fine. So then thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
RVML Resource Center is a volunteer-operated federal 501c3 tax-exempt nonprofit organization. RVML is dedicated to providing easy access to a comprehensive collection of information on a variety of metaphysical, spiritual, and personal development subjects. RVML accepts and appreciates all donations. Material and monetary contributions are fully tax-deductible. This recording is not copyrighted and permission is granted to broadcast, exhibit, or duplicate all or part of this program for non-commercial educational purposes. This live presentation was organized and presented by the Rogue Valley Metaphysical Library and Event Center. For more information, please visit rvml.org.